Ladies and gentlemen, we are here for Zero Racing Season 3, Round Number 3, Race 1 for the weekend series. I'm joined by Byron.
Hi.
And we'll just roll down the grid, and then we'll get rolling here. On pole, we have Alessio DeBonis in the number 48 car. The number 53 of Ben Schwarry makes it an all-Audi front row, followed by the Mercedes, number 3 of Martin Lauer, top BMW racer Mark Minahan. Then we have Wesley Stokes in the number 31 BMW, the number 7 BMW of Jim Gill, the number 6 Mercedes of Matt Wheeler. Pardon me, it's Robert Wickens' car, Matt Wheeler driving it. Then we have the number 84 Mercedes of Rick Martel, the number 99 Audi of Michael Magasevich, the number 11 BMW of Mark Klapzul, the number 18 BMW of Dule Markovic, and at the back of the pack, the number 27 Audi of Dave Collins.
Go, Dave.
So, set up the camera here. And in 3, 2, 1, we go.
Oh, they're stuck. They're all stuck. I don't know what's going on here.
They're waiting for the lights to go green, sir.
Lift off the brake. Oh, there we go.
There we go. And they're off.
God, amateurs.
Whoa! Big moment there from Dave. In the background there, the number 27 of Dave Collins.
I'm going to be honest with you, I don't have any clue how this camera system works, so I'm just following the front of the pack, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Not a problem. Ben Schwarry leads the way off the start. Alessio DeBonis didn't get a very good start. Matt Wheeler did. He's up to P4 in the number 6 Mercedes, although going wide the uphill section. Already a couple of cars have fallen behind. Dave Collins and Mike Magasevich have fallen way off the back of the pack. Probably problems for them. Ben Schwarry still leads. Martin Lauer in second place. Third place for Alessio DeBonis. Fourth place, Wes Stokes, who's gotten around Matt Wheeler. Drops back to fifth. Sixth place for Rick Martel. Seventh, Dule Markovic. Eighth place, Jim Gill. Ninth place, Mark Klapzul. 10th place, Mark Minahan, who did not have a good start at all. And then outside the points, Dave Collins and Mike Magasevich. And in a battle of the marks, we got Mark Klapzul taking on Mark Minahan. Oh God, Mark Klapzul gets seriously airborne. What the?
I'm fucking around with the buttons and just happen to click in when this car goes flying over dude's head.
I know. I saw that was Mark Klapzul having a significant moment, which drops him down to 11th place.
There is no clap. There is only Zul.
There's only Zul. Martin Lauer holding off Alessio DeBonis. Championship leader Carl Raggio, by the way, absent. So this race almost guaranteed to give us a new championship leader. It looked like Martin may have had a little bit of lag there and actually dropped second place as a result to Alessio DeBonis. Wesley Stokes, Wheeler, Martel, Markovic, Gill, Minahan, Collins are still your point scorers. Mike Magasevich is coming up in behind Mark Klapzul on a mission to get into the points for the Audi team, which is down 2 cars for this race with Carl Raggio and Tom Waz in absence.
It looks like the boaters are trying to get up there first.
Wes Stokes has gotten around Martin Lauer for P3. Not much in the way of other changes yet. Jim Gill got past Mark Minahan, and it looks like Mark Minahan around Dule Markovic, and it looks like Mark Minahan is setting up for a pass coming into the uphill section in Sector 2.
Hang down, Tom Dule Markovic.
And oh! Mark loses it. That will buy Markovic a little bit more time. Mark Klapzul and Mike Magasevich have both passed Dave Collins somewhere along the line. Probably with Dave going off the track as I watch him spin around in a circle and regain control of the vehicle.
Spinnerly.
Alessio DeBonis is eating into the lead of Ben Schwarry. By the way, DeBonis took pole by over a second for this race, so one would have to assume he is the man to watch.
I think he's obviously cheating by hitting all these fucking... God damn, my brain's not working. I was going to make a Mario Kart joke. And I've just blathered on so long that I've made this whole video unwatchable. And I would apologize, but I don't have any human feeling.
you lack emotions, like the ability to actually feel bad about something like that.
Indeed. I'm waiting for the bonus here to...
Martin Lauer went way off the track and lost a spot to Matt Wheeler.
Come on, bonus! Get in gear!
Lauer has largely fallen off the pace, it seems. And yeah, this is pretty a dominant performance from the Audis. Ben Schwari way out in front with Alessio DeBonis.
It's the shawarma versus bonus round. We are coming in on the inside. I don't know any more recent terminology. We're going to come in 5th gear, 4th gear, 7th gear. Sold! Man with the orange car.
Dave Collins spinning out again. Not having a good time in his car.
Somebody's had too many Collins glasses, if you know what I mean.
Rick Martel is on the back of Matt Wheeler here, who, by the way, has lost a spot back to Martin Lauer, so the Mercedes boys juggling positions. Although it should be mentioned, this is right on par for what Matt Wheeler tends to do in races. He has finished P6 in every race won, and then got on to win race 2. So he's actually ahead of schedule, being in P5. Martin Lauer goes down the inside of Wes Stokes for P3. And it looks like Mark Minahan is back on the attack against Dule Markovic. Markovic goes off the track. Has not lost the position yet, although he goes very wide.
Coming in on the orange tan car. Not quite. Sorry, I'm still just watching the front two.
That's fine. DRS for Mark Minahan as he looks to make the pass stick on Dule Markovic. And there it is. He is through. That's P8 for him. Ben Schwari still holding the lead from Alessio DeBonis. Alessio doesn't seem to be really, per se, closing the gap at this point. It's fairly stagnant.
He does stuff like this where he'll get real close. Like he was almost on the guy's bumper a couple of turns back.
And then, you know, the bad air from behind the car makes it hard to stay there. Looks like he might have something on here into the tight hairpin.
Enough bobsled. I've watched Cool Runnings several times. I know how this ends. Serious question from a total novice. Do the little stripy bits have extra traction on them? Is that why they're so dead set on hitting them all the time?
You mean the green bits?
That too.
The green bits don't have more traction. They actually have less traction.
Well, then I don't know why they're...
But it's just to get a good line into the corner. As for stripy bits, I'm not sure what you mean. You mean the curbs?
The red and white?
Oh, the curbs. No, that's just using all the track to take as much speed as you can through the corners.
Okay.
They will actually upset the balance of your car, particularly if you're low.
Whoa. Way wide.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Oh, but Ben loses it. Ben lost it, and Alessio is through. DeBonis is your new leader. Quarry will get going again, I think, without losing any additional positions. Matt Wheeler has picked up 4th place from Wes Stokes. And Mike Magasevich, we just missed a great pass from Mike Magasevich on Mark Klapzul. It's heartbreaking that we missed that.
I mean, we could probably rewind and do it again, but I just won't be on. I'll be totally talking about things in the future once you do that.
DeBonis way out in front now. I think this is pretty much his race to lose at this point.
I would agree. I'm going back to the orange Tang mobile. We're gonna see if I can even see the Snotmobile way up. No, that's not even him.
That's I don't think you
totally
can.
Different part of the track.
I don't think you can see him actually.
Nope, he gone.
Martin Lauer in 3rd, Matt Wheeler 4th, Wes Stokes 5th. Rick Martel dropping off this pack a little bit in 6th place, but still looks pretty comfortable there. Jim Gill is getting caught by his fellow countryman, Mark Minahan. Mark had 0 points coming into this race and finally got some by qualifying P4. He is, of course, the man who disconnected mid-race at Bathurst, and his car became a pancake.
Awkward.
Looks like he may have a run here into turn 1 on Jim Gill. Quite yet, though. So battle between the Aussies for P7. Magasevic is catching up to Dule Markovic for P9. Mark Klapzul kind of on his own in 11th, and Dave Collins kind of on his own in 12th.
I'm watching the duel for second and third between the Grey Ghost and the Tangmobile.
Mm-hmm. Right behind them, you got the Ice Watch, all kinds of color car.
Something tells me that having an Ice Watch would probably be just not very good. It would last for maybe an hour, depending on how big the queue was.
Matt Wheeler has made a mistake. He's dropped back to P6, and he's leading an Aussie train. It's Wheeler versus Gill versus Minahan, the three Aussies running right together.
I hear that if one of them doesn't place in at least fourth place, they're being deported to Tasmania.
I mean, it's possible.
Perhaps even New Zealand.
I don't know. Is Tasmania lower than New Zealand on the hierarchy of Aussie problems?
I don't know.
Well, if you have the answer, please comment down below, because we would love to know what is considered by Australians to be the lower form of life form, Kiwis or Tassies.
I wonder if Tasmania is kind of Australia's, like Texas or even Florida. Well, they're too far south to be Florida. They'd be. If you reverse it on a geological scale, what you're looking at is more like Wisconsin.
I see. Mark Klapzul spins it around again. Not that he's really particularly battling with anyone at the moment. Dave Collins has fallen off the lead lap. Alessio DeBonis putting him down one lap. Ben Schwari is pulling away a little bit from Martin Lauer with Wes Stokes there behind them. Rick Martel kind of running on his own in P5. And then the Aussie train. Oh, Minahan has gotten around Gill. That's P7 for Mark Minahan. Marks him as the number 2 BMW.
Marxism.
I mean, if it floats your boat.
I think that should be the team name for all of the marks. Oh, they are closing the gap. The Tangmobile is closing up on the snot machine, and the Grey Ghost is not too far behind. Either that or we're lapping somebody, one or the other. I can't tell at this point.
They're lapping someone. That's Dave Collins they're coming up to.
I can't see that far. I could adjust my camera, but that's no fun, and I prefer to look like a fool on goddamn commentary.
Whoa! Matt Wheeler loses it. That's one BMW Aussie through. He does rejoin ahead of Jim Gill, so he only lost the one spot. But scary moment there for the number 6 Mercedes. He held it together nicely, though. Michael Magasevic is right on the tail of Dule Markovic for 9th place at this point.
Getting a tail.
Could be a pass coming up there in the near future. Ben Schwari is catching up to Dave Collins, looking to put him down a lap. Not much happening in the top 5. Oh! Wheeler is back on the attack against Mark Minahan. Battle for 6th place is on. Can Wheeler do it? Because God knows he wants that 6th place. That's the bread and butter for Matt Wheeler. He's got it. Heading into the uphill section that leads into Sector 2, he is P6, ahead of Mark Minahan and Jim Gill.
Crikey, good on you.
So Wheeler once again stealing top Aussie honors here at Portimao. Michael Magasevic has gotten around Dule Markovic for 9th place earlier in this lap. Ben Schwari and Martin Lauer have lapped Dave Collins. Wes Stokes will be next. And I think really the best battle on the track right now is the trio of Aussies.
I feel like I should be doing commentary in an Australian accent, but I can't hold that accent together for long enough to make it worthwhile.
I have heard your attempt at the Aussie accent. It doesn't hold that long.
I could do it in short sprints, but not in long form. Even that's pretty shaky.
Should actually introduce you to Jack at some point and see if you can mimic his accent.
Possibly.
I don't know. His accent is weird.
Was he one of those Russian dudes raised in Japan, or
Danish dude raised in South Africa, living in Canada?
Ooh, that sounds tasty. That's all kinds of weird dropped A's and higher level.
All kinds of weird accents on words and stuff.
South African accent's real hard to do for me, anyway.
It is real hard. Magasevich and Markovic appear to be actually catching this battle of Aussies. So, I mean, we could have a 5-pack of battles between 3 Aussies and 2 Yugoslavians. I feel like there's a Civil War joke in there somewhere.
It is possible.
Ooh, Jim Gill losing control of his car. We're nearing the end of the race here. I believe this is the second to last lap. Minahan going up the inside of Wheeler. The action is on.
Is this before or after the 12-car pileup?
There was no 12-car pileup this time. We did.
I'm trying to build some suspense.
We prevented that happening for a change. Top 3 seem pretty set. Top 5 pretty set. So yeah, it really is this battle for P6 between Matt Wheeler, looking to stay on schedule, looking to take 6th in race 1 and then take race 2 victory, against Mark Minahan, the man who had 0 points coming into today, having a fantastic run by his standards. It's been a rough season for him. He missed Norris Ring, and of course had the technical problems at Bathurst that robbed him of a pretty good point scoring position. We head into the final lap here. Minahan seems to have the pace on Wheeler, and I think Dave Collins' lapped car may play a very large role in this battle. I think they're going to be up on him before the end of the race.
Put him in the wall!
Minahan putting the pressure on. Looking to the inside at the hairpin. Can he do it? I think he's got it. He's got the overlap. And Wheeler almost breaks out of control. That's the position, I believe. And Jim Gill loses it. He's spinning onto the infield. Onto the grass. He's lost control. And he's lost P8. And P9.
We'll drive for Gill.
The battle for 6th, though, is not over. Wheeler has actually nudged himself back ahead of Mark Minahan, heading into the high-speed final section. Minahan takes it on the brakes. Wheeler is not done, though. He is still fighting hard. This has been the best battle of the race. Dave Collins is in the shot. He is a lapped car. Do not pay much attention to him. Minahan is through, heading into the final high-speed turn. This is the last turn of the lap. Top 5 have pretty much already finished. Alessio DeBonis winning from Ben Schwari and Martin Lauer. Minahan trying his best. Wheeler trying to follow in the split stream. It's not going to be enough. Mark Minahan does take P6, Wheeler P7. Just to go back up to the front, Rick Martell coming home in 5th place. 4th for Wes Stokes, who was putting some pressure on Martin Lauer at the end of the race, but couldn't quite get there in time. P8 for Mike Magasevich. P9 for Dule Markovic, and rounding off the points, Jim Gill will be on pace, or will be on pole, for race number 2.